Okay, thanks everyone for joining this Zoom meeting, July 18th. If you're watching the replay, we appreciate you catching up. That's wonderful. Welcome everyone. And again, like I always do, please hold your questions till the very end and we will take questions. I've got a questionnaire kind of thing in here anyway, so we can use that to follow up with the questions as well. So the next screen is, whoops, we're gone. Hi, Becky, now that you're back on. We lost our PowerPoint, but we'll get, oh, somebody's having a hard time staying connected. So we know who that is. Okay. So we're going to welcome everyone while we're waiting for the PowerPoint screen to come back on. And then we'll go right to the recognition for campaign 14 and 15. So let me just give a moment to get the PowerPoint back up here. Okay. He just yelled from the back room. Sorry, I don't know what he's doing. And he's an IT person. So, you know, what can we say, right? So we'll bear with me a little bit. You know, technology is always wonderful when it works. So let's see. While I'm waiting for the screen to come up, I just printed the convention results on who we have going to convention. Let me do a count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think we have got 14 going to convention. And Darwin and I would make 15, 16. And Mary Murphy is also going. So if you can still have a chance if you're not registered. Let's see. Is everybody on this call? Everybody on this call, I think, is registered. So that is good. But those of you watching the replay, if you're not registered, get registered. You know that Wednesday, I'll just jump ahead a little bit. Wednesday, the logo shop opens up and those things will go like crazy. And I don't know if they will have the logo shop at convention or not. They might not, depends on how well it goes the first week or two. But they say that if you order, when it opens, it will ship with your campaign 17 order. So don't delay on that 17 order either to the end of the campaign, because then that's when your logo will ship. And I don't know if when you order it, if it's pulled aside or if it's the same thing as products that, you know, whenever it ships will be when they pull it. I don't know, but maybe 2 orders in campaign 17, 1 right away with the demos and books and things, and then your regular order can go in any other time. That's just my suggestion. So it looks like we've got Darwin back in, so maybe that PowerPoint will come up. But good to see this list of people going. Okay, now here we go, right into recognition. So we'll start out with campaign 14 sales. And those of you that are on the call, I think you all know that I include myself in there, not to brag, because I'm not always number 1, as you can see in 15, but just to show all of you that I'm doing what I'm asking all of you to do, and I'm not included in the top 10, just printed there. So campaign 14, we have at the very top, Becky McGuire with $909. Congratulations, Becky. Then we go into Bobby, Kim, Flo, Sheila, sorry about that, Sheila, Vanessa, Stephanie, Cassandra, Kiara, and Kim. Congratulations, top 10 in campaign 14 sales. Top 10 in campaign 15 sales starts out with Becky with $795, then Kim, then Roger, then Bobby, Melissa, Mary, Jody, Crystal, Flo, and Julie. A little bit light on the campaign 15 sales, but I know campaign 16, you all will do a much better in sales. The pathway to Premier completed as of campaign 15 was Becky Brown with bonuses earned of $70. So congratulations, Becky. Then the next slide goes into the active pathway to Premier achievers as of campaign 15, and Robbie Hill. It's 2 campaigns left, and so far she's got bonuses of $20, but she can make this grow in the rest of her 7 campaigns. I believe, and I'll say this not as actual words from Avon, but pathway to Premier, I believe in campaign 21 ends, because we've gone into the new incentive there. Okay, next slide is our PRP commission levels. Remain the same through campaign 2, but remember you want to achieve by campaign 21. So we're going to see everybody again. So we know that contenders under $40 order, there's no commission. So as you bring in new people, remind them to make sure their order is $40 or more. $100 or more with this new incentive, they will get the extra 5%. So instead of earning 25% on beauty, it will be 30% on beauty. So, you know, encourage them. And then, of course, once you get to Premier, then your $5,000 in sales, you know, is the yearly thing. Okay, let me admit Darwin again. So we might be having a computer problem tonight, but we'll work with it. So then we go into President's Club, which is still 10,000 in sales in a year's time. Then we have Honor Society, Rose Circle, David H. McConnell, and President's Council. So that's what we were just talking about. So this slide is something that you might want to take a picture of. Okay, so this just is a roadmap kind of thing to show you how this all works up from Premier to President's Club to Honor Society, Rose Circle, David H. McConnell, President's Council, Inner Circle. And so reach for the moon. The worst that will happen is you'll fall amongst the stars, right? Avon anniversaries for July. So we have Janet, Catherine, Judy, Michelle, Joanne, Edna, Janie, May, Julianne, Doris, Crystal, Sabrina, Kiara, Jamie, and Margaret, which she goes by Peggy. So congratulations for your Avon anniversaries. And we have birthdays in July too. We have Betty and Francis and Angela and Melinda, Teresa, Ellen, Cassandra, Teresa, Naira, Cherie, Sheila, Amber, Lynn, Mary, Lisa, Arlene, Denise, Josephine, Dolores, and Debbie. Why did I read all those off? Just, I guess, to test my pronunciation. I don't know. But anyway, happy birthday to everyone in July. Next slide goes into team building, and this is from June 16th to July 17th. Darwin and I have added 15 people to our team. Under Kim, Bobby Dean has added 1, Roger's added 1, Teresa 1, Kiara 1, and Becky 1. So keep building, because you just have to keep it consistently going to keep, it took me a long time to build my team. Special recognition tonight to Becky McGuire. She was recognized by Avon as the number 3 of ambassadors for team growth. And you can see my really dark arrow there at Becky's name. So congratulations, Becky, for your hard work in team building. Okay, next slide goes into what do you earn for building a team? So this goes into, and you might want to take a screenshot of this, especially if you're new and you're watching this recording. With promoter and star promoter, you need orders to qualify for that. And then you can see your bonuses of 3%, sponsoring, and 3% generation bonus. And then once you get into the ambassador level, the bronze ambassador, your personal sales, you need 3 or more orders each campaign to keep this title. Total team sales, 1,000, but then you're going 3%, sponsoring, 3% first generation, 3% second generation. Silver, same personal sales, more orders are needed because more sales are needed, but you jump up from 3% to 4% in your first generation. The gold ambassadors is the same personal sales, generated orders per campaign has to be 9, 4,000 in team sales goes up right with the orders that are needed, but then you jump up another percent. You're going to get that 3% sponsoring, but instead of 4% in first gen, you're going to jump up to 5%. Plus you'll earn on second gen and third gen. Then when you get to bronze leader, personal sales all the way along stays the same, but you need 10 or more orders. You need 8,500 in team sales. 3%, you jump up to 6.5% for first generation, 3% and 2%. Silver leader, 10 orders, 13,000 in sales. Then you're getting at 7.5% on first generation, 3% on second, 2% on third, but you also get a 3% leadership bonus. Then gold leader, same personal sales, same number of orders, but you need the 21,000 with the 8%, generation 1, 3%, 2%, 3%, and 2%. So as your team members become leaders, then that's how that extra 3% and 2% come in with your leaders first generation and leaders second generation. So I hope that wasn't totally muddy for everyone. So the next slide is what we've covered all along until it changes. You just have people go to your online store to sign up to be in your team. Make sure you have your reference code in there where the X's are, and it's that simple. Next slide goes into what what it costs to get started, and it's still the same. Don't know when it's going to change. Haven't heard any gossip to that regard. $0 to sign up, our $5 donation to Breast Cancer Crusade, which we're kind of all thinking that American Cancer Society and making strides right now. So, but the third option is a $30 kit. Now this $30 kit, they get books, they get samples, they get a lot more. It's over $166 value. So that is really what you want to recommend that your new team members start out with, so they have tools to start showing and sharing, and the brochures to get started, but everybody can use the virtual brochure online. So The next slide just shows that we have now included a basket of all the products at our events. And it's highly recommended that you do that because people notice this basket and then they'll say something about it. And you say, well, you get all those products free for just $30 when you get started with Avon. So who do you know that might be interested? You know, you're not saying they are, but they may be, and they would tell you at that point. So we made up a new sign. I guess Darwin did. It was his idea. So I got to give credit where credit is due. It's the one on the bottom: start an Avon business of your own today and enjoy a debt-free Christmas. That's what we need to start talking about now, is that they come on, get their feet wet, get, this, knowledge and do Avon U and get used to everything. So when Christmas sales come, they're ready to take off and run with it. So, just a suggestion for you. The next slide shows that you get this free welcome gift with your first order. Now, it used to be that you had to put a code in, but now I read today that starting in campaign 17, the new rep does not need the code. They will automatically get the free product of whatever it is. Right now, it's the Clinical Boost Moisture Lock. Recommend always the $60 or even $100 order, because with the incentive right now that ends in 21, the $100 order would give them an extra 5% earnings. So instead of 25% earnings, they'd be jumped up to 30% earnings with a $100 order, and also get a bundle. We'll talk more about that. Plus they get $10 credit for their next order. So you want to encourage that. Did you all know that we have this coming up on Wednesday, this A-list? Go to your calendar and register for it. That's when they'll talk all about upcoming products. And you see they've got the Farmer X all in there, because in campaign 19, the front cover of the book is showing that the Green Goddess will have a new label on it, grouping it with the Farmer X product line. So then the next slide goes into the live shoppings that are coming up. There's one tomorrow night. So you want to be sharing that with everyone. And that one is going to be about the new lip lacquer that is in the book on page 53. But this is, they're going to talk about this product. They're going to also probably have free bundles with the $60 order. With a $100 order, you get all these free products. So it's something that if your customers are thinking about ordering anyway, and this will build your campaign sales, because this will be tomorrow night when the current campaign that we're on, 15-16 closes out. So share this link. You can go into avon.com and they'll direct you right into clicking the share the link, and also give you your link to copy. So definitely do that. That's not the only live shopping we have this week. The next one is on Thursday, the 26th, I think is Thursday, right? Yes, right. So that will be all on our pet care products. And so this is kind of exciting, because how many customers know that we have pet care items in our book? If you're not bringing this out to them, like I know Roger does, he makes videos and everything on all the doggy products, they wouldn't know. I mean, as I do a show, and everybody knows what Skin So Soft is, and if they have a dog on a leash, because all my shows are outside, they have a dog on a leash, I tell them, do you know about Skin So Soft? that you can use that on your dogs. And I always have the 100 uses that customers have told us about. I always have that laying on the table that they can take a copy of. Well, when they see all the uses of Skin So Soft, most likely they're going to take some Skin So Soft, and buy it off your table. So, just be smart in sharing things with your customers so that they can tie that doggy care into Avon products, and because they can. So the next slide, we're going to go into the new rep free training that's on avon.com. So free training, look at those dates there, take a picture of the screen, and go ahead and go into the calendar to get the link and get registered for it, because I hear the training is very, very good. I went to the training when they first started it. So if you're a seasoned rep and you haven't listened to this training, I highly recommend you to take one of the courses. I think it's only a half an hour, if I'm not mistaken. So it's not going to take up a lot of your time, and it's well worth that. So the next slide is going to go into the new napkin approach for the new incentive called Summer Blast. That only goes through campaign 21, but I show that to you to show that, new representatives now through September 27th can get a free gift from Avon valued at $40 or more and $10 credit with their next order. I'm getting some background noise. Please make sure that you're muted for me. Free product bundles, earn 25% on beauty, and 30% with a $100 order. So just make sure you're aware of all this great stuff that is is out there for you, because there's a lot of people in the Avon Nation that is earning bundles during this time, and I don't want you all to miss out on that. So know what your last year's sales were. If you're a seasoned rep, know what numbers you have to meet to enjoy some of these great bundles that they've got. Okay, the next slide goes into where you're at, what percent of your goal have you met, and so it's a report, and you can see all this at avon.com as well, and just see where your status is so that what you need to do before campaign 21. Why leave this stuff on the table when you have this available to you to get free products, then you sell them at the brochure price, or you give them out for people to sample and try so that they reorder. So it's all going to be beneficial to you. The next slide goes into the free tools from Avon. I've been talking about that and how you've got your online store link to share. So, if you don't understand that, there's training in Avon U, or please contact me or your advisor, and let them help you. Make sure that you have this customer delivery option marked for both representative delivery and direct delivery. Direct delivery is when they go to your online store, they fill their order cart, they pay at their order cart, and Avon sends it directly to them. You still get earnings for that. Okay, next slide goes into hot news off the press today. You need to check your emails, because this email came out like mid-afternoon or something. And anyway, there's some important things in there to click. Make sure you know the inventory alert page, so that when your customers are giving you an order, make sure that's updated, I believe, daily, if not daily, every couple days. make sure that when they're giving you an order, if it's one of those products that we right now are having a hard time getting for whatever reason it may be, they give you a suggested product. And, make a deal with your customers. Say, if you try this product, you order it, you're not happy with it, it'll give you something to use until we can get the product that you really want. You can look negative at this inventory alert page, or you can look positive at it, and you can build your business from it by getting people, your customers, to try new things. And, I know there's customers that say, I don't want to use anything else. I don't, get some samples, give them some samples, or order it for them and give them a little bit of discount to try it. And that's okay, because you're really then pleasing the customer and giving them something to use so they don't go out to the drugstore. And then will you get them back? We don't know, but we want to keep them. So make it work for you. That's where I got the gift update for the new reps, that the code starting in campaign 17 won't be needed. The 80-cent face mask, have you seen those? And there's all kinds of stuff to read there. So we'll keep going. We know the incentive that's going on right now is to Cancun, right? Where are we all setting for that? Are you setting your daily goals? Do you know what you need every campaign to meet this goal? Look at this. I'm going to comment on Becky and Kiara, that they're at over 50% of their goal, which we're about halfway through the year. So if you're not right at 50%, do what you need to do to achieve this. You will not be disappointed. You can achieve this with your own personal sales, or the next slide, you can achieve it in your team sales. So, it gives you opportunities that you don't want to let go, because there's nothing like an Avon trip. And I know Becky, Mary, anyone else that's been on an Avon trip, you just don't want to miss them. So keep pushing for it. We still have the holiday time. And if you're registered for convention, we have convention bundles coming up that you will be able to get to help you push over. Okay, next slide goes into, there is calculators out there for you to figure out with the Cancun and what you need to do. And, contact my husband or me, because he's a numbers guy and he's going to break it all down for you, and we'll support you in whatever ways we can in reaching that. Like I talked about earlier when we were waiting for the PowerPoint to start up, convention is a little over 2 weeks away. If you are not registered yet at avonconvention.com, $69 early registration is still on. You get a $200 swag bag full of valued products over $200. And it's just something you don't want to miss, because it is so exciting. And when we get there, I'm going to make you guys involved in it as much as I can, because everybody that's registering, I will put together a live chat like I've done when I've gone other places, and I will go live with you guys so you're a part of it. I will be filming live when I'm going through the product expo or the product experience, whatever they're going to call it, for seeing the upcoming fourth quarter products. I can't wait. It is just something that is so fun. Okay, next slide. Our upcoming important dates. So we know that tomorrow campaign 6 ends. So please get your order in if you haven't done so yet. This is just important for you to be earning by sharing Avon. That's what you signed up for, I believe. You love the products. So look at your bathroom. Is there products in your bathroom that are not Avon? Not mine. So campaign 17 starts Wednesday this week, goes to August 2nd. Campaign 18 starts on the 3rd, goes to the August 16th. Campaign 19 is 4th quarter, and this starts August 17th to August 30th. And, then we'll be starting to work into the holiday time. So that's why it's so important now to just get started, get your feet grounded and ready to go. Remember your demos, remember your samples, order your brochures 2 campaigns out, or if you're totally virtual with all your customers, every campaign, at least once a week, if not more than that, you need to be drawing them to your virtual brochure. Of course, starting, with the holiday coming up of Labor Day, Avon will be closed like they always are. And so you want to make sure that you work your order in way before that closing date so that you're not delayed in getting it back. Okay, let's go on to, the current campaign. You should know this brochure. You should almost be able to point out something immediately for your customers, but they give you some key products there. Let's go on to campaign 17 so we can look ahead. Campaign 17 is our senses products and also the new Lard old product with the cannabis fragrance. I mean, that's kind of the big thing right now. So you want to be sharing that with your customers. Campaign 18 goes into our new Chi hair color, our hair treatments and rehab on your hair and with the keratin. They're going to be at convention also, the people from Chi. It will be amazing because I remember the convention, I think it was, I don't know, a couple years ago when they were there when we first got Chi products. So get registered for convention. That's all I can say, guys. You don't want to miss out. So they talk about the styling tools and pet care again on as your key products to think about in campaign 18. Well, let's go into campaign 19. This is really a sneak preview, but that's what they're going to be talking about Wednesday night at the A-list, or maybe it's during the day, excuse me, on the time. Look it up in your calendar. Campaign 19 is going to be all about the PharmRx, products. Let me tell you, I just recently did an expo where things that were there had to be vegan. I researched, because not everything is marked vegan in the brochure. So we researched, made these 2 posters up with the products that were vegan. Let me tell you, I surprised a lot of people at that market that I was there at, that was called the Green Market, that Avon carried this much vegan products. Now, I spent an hour on the phone with customer service to get these products all put together, because unfortunately, we don't really have a long report or anything that shows us only vegan. So Darwin is going to share his screen right now. So pay attention, because this is important. So you can use filters to figure out what these products are. So anytime you're ready. Okay. So you can see where his pointer is there on skincare. That's one of the examples, but you can go into each category. And then when you go into that category, then the filter right there, the filter that is, he's got his pointer on, you click there. I know, it might just take a while. Okay, so you click on that and then you click on claims. See that second column there? And vegan, okay? And then apply. There you go. Those products are all vegan by Avon. Now, some of them do say it in the description in the book, but not all of them do. And I had a in-depth conversation with the product specialist when I was on the phone with her for over an hour one night, that Avon needs to be making this a simpler process for us to get to vegan products. So each category you can, and we went through and we took pictures of all these products to make our poster board. And then I had some of these products on my table to show. I had all the Farm RX. Everybody loved the Farm RX. So this is something that if you're not talking about to your customers, look at a couple of the Belief products are in there, the Physio Gel. You know, it's just amazing that this was a discovery for me, because there had been a picture that was shared around in, you know, Avon representatives' pages, and that wasn't accurate. It had like bubble bath on it and something else, and it was not accurate. And so I wanted to have the correct information. So we made up 2 poster boards to show these products and put them on the side of the tent. So, I mean, whatever you would like to do, but all of Tipsy products are vegan. And that was, you know, I remember watching that product knowledge thing, and I just didn't remember that all of Tipsy products were vegan. What I did, if you saw any of my pictures on the event, was I went to Hobby Lobby and got, like, in this vegan little page on the book, it shows that little shopping cart. And so that's where I got my idea. I went into Hobby Lobby, got 2 of those little shopping carts, darling, they're just darling, and put the 6 Tipsy products in it, and it just drew people's attention. It was just fun. Anyway, so do stuff like that. Get your information out there, whether or not you're sharing this information on Facebook, you're making up a flyer yourself and mailing it to your customers. You know, even the essential oils, people don't know unless you point this out to them, that we've added to the essential oils. We got new ones, lemon, and we got an outdoor one, I think that it's called. So they just love seeing this stuff on your table, and that you are, you know, really caring for the people that want to, you know, only buy vegan products. So anyway, I could go on and on about that, but I won't. Your campaign 18-19, what's new offers? Do not miss your campaign 18 and 19. Read through that what's new, and because it's got so much information in there besides just showing you what you can buy as a demo. It's got so much information in there. So you don't want to miss any of those. I can't wait to get my hands on the what's news. That's just kind of like my Christmas in July or something, you know, just to see what's new coming out. Okay, now this is something that I want to draw to your attention before we close tonight. And it's all about kind of what I've been kind of sneak peeking at with you tonight, is you need to be building your foundation of customers right now. We're in July. We have, well, actually July is almost over. So we have August, September, October, 3 months. And let me tell you, by October, we're probably going to be talking Christmas. So now is the time to get those new customers. Where are you going to get them? Are you doing events? I mean, every single event I do, we find lost customers. Are you going to be doing parties online or personal? Are you going to be contacting previous customers that maybe haven't ordered for a while or even one campaign? Talk to 10 new prospects daily. And they can be as you're doing everything else that you need to do as, you know, a single mom or a, you know, outside working in the environment, working in businesses, on your errands. Those are your cold market. You need to be interacting with your cold market. Walking and talking, that's your cold market. Who are you going to run into if you're walking in your neighborhood? Do you know all your neighbors and friends? That could work into your warm market, your family, your warm market. So now I'm going to ask you, which of the above is you stepping out of your comfort zone? What is the hardest thing for you to do? You need to think about that. Where do you have the fear? Do you have a fear of talking to people? Then you need to practice that in front of a mirror and go out there and maybe either have a lip balm or a sample. And when you hand somebody something, all of a sudden, you know, the floodgates can open, and that could be a new customer for you. So what is the hardest thing for you to do? So when we shut down here with the recording, we're going to go back in the chat, and I want everyone to think about this. Think about, what will you do to step out of your comfort zone and create a habit that you start doing consistently every day to grow your business? What is that you're going to do? Man, when I look back the 39 years, and we were like, okay, okay, we weren't in Michigan 39 years ago. We were in Michigan 29 years. So when I moved to Michigan, I didn't have any customers in Michigan. We were in St. Louis for just 2 years, but we didn't have the online store then. So I couldn't bring any of my previous customers with me to Michigan. We had to look everywhere we could to get involved in the community to get my name out. And I kind of used the logic that Lisa Wilbur has always said. You want everyone in your community to think that you're the only Avon representative there. And how are you going to do that? Get your name out there. I mean, Lisa Wilbur has run for political office to get her name out. I mean, come on. That is stepping out of your comfort zone a little bit. I'm not recommending politics in no way, shape, or form, but we talked about that coming back from this festival we did Saturday that we got rained on. No, it was not fun getting rained on and have to pack everything up wet. But you know what? We said, man, this was a good day. And we looked at the positive of what it came out of, like it was one of my better festivals. And in August, I've got some big festivals coming up too. But you know what? I researched to get in them. You've got to do your searching, whether it's an event whether you're going to really push online parties. I know of one representative that earned Hawaii because she did online parties. She found different hostesses and she did online parties and was pulling in like $300-400 on each one of her online parties. And she earned Hawaii. If she can do it, you can do it. Whatever it is, and may not even be one of these things that I've listed here. That was just what came to my mind, what I have done, the searching that I've done. I did sidewalk sales. It was a fundraiser for Historical Society. I had to think back there. I gave them like, I don't know, 25-30% of any sales that I had. But my goodness, I was building all these new customers for myself. So think of organizations, think of fundraising. Maybe fundraising is something that is stepping out of your comfort zone. I'm not an expert on fundraising, but boy, when we have an opportunity, like the event we did Saturday, it was all, like the raffles that we had to donate. They did, the silent auction, I guess it's called, on those. And then that was given to this organization on animal rescue, I think it was. Okay. So before the day was over, and this was Darwin's idea, not mine, he said, go give one of our flyers to that organization. Tell them we'll do a fundraiser for them and help them earn money. And it can be all online. Nobody's delivering any products. They just use your code to go in and place their orders. The organization is getting other people that are involved with that organization to be sharing your Avon. You're not doing all the work for it. The organization is finding the people that are ordering from you. You can open it up to your customers as well, but this is new business for you. So anyway, I'm going to get hoarse if I keep talking. So we're going to talk about this. So get this in your mind when we turn off the recording for those of you that are present tonight. So next slide goes into some words of inspiration that I've been collecting since the last team meeting. The first one is never compare your journey with someone else. Your journey is your journey and not a competition. Remember that. Your mind believes what you tell it. So tell it positive things. You have to be highly committed if you really want to achieve something. You cannot work according to your mood and expect a positive result. And the last one, motivation gets you going, and creating the habit gets you there. That's why I included that in that stepping out of your comfort zone and create a habit and be consistent. Let me go back to one of the speakers that is going to be speaking to us at convention that you will be a part of if you sign up virtually, on being consistent with your business. You've got to do things over 15 or more times to create a habit and make this consistent building of your business. Okay? That's how I want to end it. For those of you that are listening to the recording, I want to thank you for watching this. Please let me know if I can support you in any way. Those of you that are live with me tonight, please hang on. We're going to go back into our discussion. See, that's the advantage of you coming on live with us. You get to be a part of the discussion. So you want to try to attend these Zoom meetings or chats so that you can learn from the other people that are watching this. So let me just stop my recording and